welcome. Track Talk with Coach J, Camp Speed. Giving you that weekly track and field update. And this week we're going to start off talking about my man Quincy the GOAT Wilson. He lost last week, but I didn't do the podcast last week. So I'm going to talk about it today, what he did. His loss, rather. Before we go any further, hit the like button if you like what you hear and you want to hear more. Subscribe so we can hit you up when we're ready to tell you more. Hopefully it should be a weekly thing, but we're going to find out, Also check out Camp Speed Jamaica for you coaches, parents, athletes. Want to have the vacation of a lifetime. Come with us to Jamaica. We're taking a group of students, athletes, parents, and coaches down there April 12th to the 17th. Do some training in Jamaica. Get that sunshine, party vibe, track and field training. You'll come back a new athlete for sure. So back to Quincy Wilson, the Olympic gold medalist at 16 years old. The champ, the man that goes to track meets and has personal security. The man with the most famous track and field coach in high school history, Joe P. Lee, coming out to track meets ready for the photo shoot at any given second. The man who has all the coolest New Balance gear out, Quincy Wilson. The man who has about 15 billion followers, lost. But guess what? Who cares? Everybody loses in track. You're not running track if you don't lose. And if you don't lose, that's because you didn't race enough people. So big up Quincy Wilson. And big up the young man from Virginia. Who knows his name? Man, I never heard of this dude until he beat Quincy Wilson. And I forgot his name. I'm going to look him up right now. And I'm probably not going to forget his name anymore because I know he got the coolest name in track and field. Salvador. What's his first name? I want to give him his full due. Where is he? I'm going to pull him up right here. My man. Andrew Salvador. Salvador the Dawn. Welcome to the elite club, brother. You did it. You beat the champ. Now you the champ. So people out there trying to bash Quincy Wilson, but that don't make no sense. Quincy is a beast. And he opened the door for other beasts to come up, like Salvador. So that's why this year, I'm pretty sure we're going to see three or four kids, high school boys, going to go out here and run under 45 seconds for 400 meters. Crazy. So people are talking about Florida and Texas by 20 and 40 and 100. Guess what? Guess what, y'all? Salvador broke the national record, came through 46, beat the Olympic gold medalist, beat the high school 400-meter world record holder. I don't know about world record holder, but it's close. I think 16 years old running 44.2 is an age world record also. If not, it should be because nobody running faster than that. And they not even from Texas, Florida, Georgia. They from the DMV. Crazy. East Coast. Putting in that work. East Coast is the new mecca of track and field. DMV area, and they're not playing with nobody out here. Telling you. Different levels. So shout out to Salvador. Big win. Shout out to Quincy. He lost the race, but trust me, I don't think he's going to lose too many of those. But again, if you don't lose, it's because you didn't run track and field. So Quincy, you got the squad behind you. You're going to bounce back, I'm sure, no problem. But your team, though, Bullets. I think they need to change the name of that team and add a Y to it then. Bully. They're the big bullies. They're bullies of high school track and field right now. If you go to a track meet and you see the bullies line up, just know they in lane 5. They got security. They warm up where they want. They putting in work. They breaking national records. The girls are breaking records. The boys are breaking records. They're running 322 mixed relays, so the boys and girls combined are breaking records. They're running 322 sprint medleys without Quincy Wilson. How you do that? You're running a national record without the Olympic gold medalist on the squad. Woo! I know a lot of teams try to do what Bullet's doing right now. Over the years, they tried it. But ain't nobody doing it like how Bullet's doing it. And I'm not a Bullet's cheerleader. I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm definitely not a Bullet's cheerleader. But they putting in some work on these tracks. So they changing the game. They open up the window for amazing times, amazing performances. Penn Relay is going to come around, and these Jamaicans come into town. If y'all can't win this time, Bullets, woo! You're never going to win again for the rest of your lives. Ever. If you can't win with this team. You got a 322 sprint medley team without the fastest kid in history of fast kids on the relay. Whoo, whoo, whoo. It's going to be nice. Yo. Subscribe, like, comment on the bottom, all of that. Right now I got the first post is this one. And we're going to grow this to 15,837,000 views and likes in 4 months. 4 months is what we're doing. Camp Speed News, real track and field. From the youth, high school, college, and pro ranks. And we're not taking all day doing it either. We're just flashing through. Jamaica, land we love. Sent in some kids to New York City over the weekend. Some kids from Calabar, kid from Mushette, boy and a girl came in. Some girls from St. Andrews. They came to run at Sanjay Ayers Puma International Track Meet. Great experience for the kids. Amazing to see that. Give it up for Sanjay. I said give it up for Sanjay. We only do one take here. Yeah, this meet has some kids. So they had the champion from champs last year in the 100 meters, Smythe. The girl 100 meter champion, the boy 100 meter champion. They both came to New York City. And they both got roughed up by some people from the East Coast over here. This girl named Lisa Ray. If you don't know Lisa Ray, Google her. This girl ain't no joke. You're going to hear about Lisa Ray. But for the Jamaicans to come to town, man, that's a big, big thing. I'm happy they made it down. I'm happy they made the trip. I'm happy Trump didn't shut them down. You know, they went back. Don't worry. They went home. They came for the track meet and they left. Don't worry. But they always got some smoke. Calabar, boy. Woo. Hurdler came in 7.01. 55 hurdles. A lot of people can't run 7.01 with no hurdles. Amazing. Drink my coconut water. Ooh, Camp Speed Jamaica News. This is Coach J, in case you were asking. Coach J reporting for Camp Speed News. Penn Relays. Let's see what happens when the Jamaicans invade Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. I hear Calabar has 10 kids that can run under 10.5 seconds. I mean, 5 kids under 10.5 is what the rumors in the streets are saying. One guy, and I quote, says, They could, should, might, and would. And if they do those things, they'll run 38 seconds and be the fastest team from Jamaica ever. So all they got to do is might, could, should, would, and they'll do it. They got to get through Archbishop Carroll first in that 4x1. And they got to get through the bullies of Bullis with Quincy Wilson in that 4x4. So stay tuned. Philadelphia is the next clash with the Yardies coming up in April. They had some college meets over the break. Not the break, but over these past couple of days here. Some colleges came to Ocean Breeze. They also came to the Armory Track and Field Foundation in New York City. Nike Armory Center. The Power 5 teams did not show up, but they did have a lot of schools turn up. So I'm like, yo, some of these teams I was expecting to see some fireworks, because when coaches reach out to them about young promising athletes, they don't really recruit them. They're like, oh, well, we hear the standards, and we are XYZ University, not Power 5. No one on the team is running, 9 anything or 20 point anything or 45 anything. We're not those guys. We're a great academic institution with a track team, and these are our standards. So we didn't reply to your student athlete's email because he's not fast enough. No problem. These same teams, though, pull up to the Armory, and the whole squad running like some regular kid times. I'm from New York City, public school athletic league. Why are colleges with recruited athletes that get paid, that have coaches that don't want to recruit regular kids, why are these kids coming to the Armory and running public school, high school times? It don't make sense. So I just want to figure out what's happening. And if you know, put these in the comments so I can find out the answer to this, like what's really happening. So if you know, if these kids met the standard but got slower, so now they're running slower, that's one thing. On the flip side, did these kids never meet the standard? And if they didn't, how did they get recruited? Because I have some kids, some pretty good kids out here, looking for a home. They want to go to school, but you keep on denying them the opportunity, claiming they don't have the marks. I'm fine with marks, but at least have somebody on your team have the marks. Can't be a whole team in college where no one met the standard to be on the team. That don't make sense. So work with me, colleges. Work with me. Let me know what's going on. Not only me, I'm speaking on behalf of several other high school coaches that have some student athletes that we'd like to run, that we believe would be competitive on the next level based on conferences and such forth and so forth. And we just need some guidance into how we can support you guys better, because clearly there's a disconnect. We have fast kids, you have slow kids, and we're just not helping each other out for some reason. So let's see if we can get that squared away. And once we do that, then things will be better for you, and our kids will have some opportunities. Enough about that, though. It's I'm not saying this to bash college coaches. I love college coaches. I know they have different challenges that us on the high school level don't have, so I get it. But a little bit of transparency and honesty would be a little bit helpful for everyone involved, so we can support each other better. So I know it depends on the needs of your team. I know, for example, if you're distance heavy, you might not be sprint based, or if you're sprint heavy, you might not want distance runners or jumpers or whatever. But still, somebody on your team needs to meet the standards. So if you have distance runners, then the distance runners should be meeting the standard. And if you have sprinters, then at least one or two of the sprint guys should have that recruiting standard, But, I'm not trying to cause any problems here. I'm just, if you know the answer to this, put it in the comments, and I'm willing to listen and move forward and try to help as many people out as possible. And at the end of the day, it's all love. We trying to help kids get education. Also, we're trying to help smaller schools get better so they can compete with bigger schools like, the Power 5 teams and stuff like that. Would be nice to see you guys step up and compete with them. So we're here to support that effort. Speaking of recruiting, I have a segment on the show now that we're going to call Shout Out to the PSAL, the Public School Athletic League in New York City. So if you don't know, who's this texting me? Let me take a look. Oh, nobody. If you don't know about PSAL in New York City, the first thing is only a few schools have a track. Most schools in New York City do not have a track. Most schools in New York City do not have a track. And there are a couple hundred schools in New York City. Maybe, let me think, in the entire city, I'm going to say there's probably 5 tracks. And of the 5, only 1 or 2 of them are 6-lane tracks that are actually suitable for holding a track meet on. Most tracks are in need of dire repairs, don't have 6 lanes, are not 400 meters. So PSL, we have it rough. In the wintertime, we either run in some odd-shaped hallways or we outside in the cold. And despite all of that, we have some athletes that I want to shout out because they're doing outstanding. And talking about college recruiting, I want to highlight some kids that if you're a college coach, I think you'd be a smart move if you took a look at some of these kids here, because they no joke. Northeast track and field, New York track and field, public school athletic league, kids with limited track experience going in, but at this point, they fast, they showing what it takes to compete on the next level. So I'm gonna start off. What's going on here? Hold on, high school boys. I want to look at the leaderboard and tell you what we looking like, right? Tell you who's who. We have one person starting off on the boys' side, and this gentleman goes to Truman High School in the Bronx. Nicholas Seeley, he's a senior. If you guys, this kid is a high-level kid. I'm talking about Power 5 level kid. 34-17 for 300 meters, and he trains outside with snowshoes, a jacket on, a sheepskin, earmuffs, hat, Timberland boots, 2 pairs of pants, heated socks, 750 over 55-meter hurdles, 34-17. And outdoors, trust me when I tell you, this kid outdoors is going to run 50 point or 51 over the hurdles. Do the right thing. Pick him up. No pressure. I'm going to let you know if you want a top athlete, he's one of the guys for you. On the girls' side, this girl, she's not from the PSAL, but I'm going to give them love. They're from Long Island. Brianne Barnett. You don't know her? This girl got about 147 average on a 100 scale. She got a 16 on a 4.0 scale average in school. This girl ran 38.5 for 300 meters, 24.4 or 24.3 for 200 meters, 55 seconds for 400 meters. And she can get on a track twice a week. But on that track, at the Armory where they practice twice a week, there's 15,000 other people running. So you can't get any quality runs in there. If they go outside, she got the snowshoes, Timberlands, sheepskin, all that. What else? She got earmuffs, leg warmers, bubble goose, moose knuckle, running in all that kind of stuff to try to stay warm. So if you're looking for some recruits from the East, you heard it from right here first. Coach J telling you, those are the people you need to get on. Don't mess it up. So this is the first episode. We're not going to spend too much time. We're making it short and sweet. We got 20-minute joints, 20 minutes in and out. But, yeah, it's Coach J reporting from New York City live, Camp Speed TV. Join us, Camp Speed in Jamaica, April 12th to the 17th. Fun for the entire family. So I know you track parents be going to track meets, bored all day with your kids, driving to this track meet, driving to that track meet, sitting in the sun, missing vacation, spending all your money on your kids' track meet. You watch them run a track race. They come in first, second, third, fifth, eighth. Don't make the finals. It's still a long day, long 3-day weekend for you guys. And you deserve a break. Bring your kids to Camp Speed in Jamaica. We're going to train them at Jamaica College with one of the top high schools in Jamaica. We're bringing a host of coaches. Coach Grant from Maverick will be there. Vitesse Track Club will be there. Coach J. Host of other coaches will be there. You get that world-class training. Then, when it's time to hang out and relax as a parent, as a coach, after all the work you put in, you go to some of the finest restaurants in Jamaica. You get a taste of the local Jamaican culture. Go to Weddy Wednesdays, Uptown Mondays. You gotta immerse yourself into Kingston nightlife. And then wake up and do it all again on the track. So this is a vacation for the entire family. Coaches, you come on down. It's like a clinic where you hands-on, learn by doing, teach you all kind of things from high-level coaches, and you're going to come back with a different mentality surrounding how you train athletes. Your kids are going to come back with a different mentality with how they compete as athletes, and you're going to come back as a parent with a newfound appreciation and love and excitement behind your kid competing in track and field. So, on behalf of Camp Speed TV, this is Coach J. Stay tuned next time, and make sure you sign up and subscribe. Camp Speed TV. One love.